Hello, this is Ryan with the Linkosaurus training team, and in this video we are going to cover sort of an updated view of the dashboard, which goes into effect on May 19th, 2021. And we're going to scroll down to this new section called Facebook Inbox Messenger and Facebook Job Applications. So with Facebook, most people that are running businesses at some point are going to have a job posting, and a lot of folks like to have job postings on Facebook. So when people apply to a job posting on Facebook, there's an easy way to track it. And so there's two things going on here. You have your inbox, which is all your inbox messages, but of those inbox messages, the Facebook job applicants going to get thrown in there. So this is an opportunity to kind of automatically separate those, and this is what you're going to be looking at. So in this example, you would use your date range up here and do all your sorting features like normal based on your locations, your groups, your date range, all that stuff. So just for this example, we have of the 9 applicant conversations, we have 9. So these are of the total, we have 74 plus 9. So these 9 are non-applicant conversations. These would be something where maybe somebody direct messages you on Facebook using the inbox feature on Facebook and says, hey, I like this or I don't like this about your business, or I have a question, or whatever it is. This is what the conversation is going to be categorized as. And so this is basically telling you of these, you have non-applicants, and these are the non-applicants that were replied. These are all non-applicants that were replied within 24 hours. And so Facebook allows Linkosaurus users up to 24 hours to respond within Linkosaurus to a inbox message. And in the link below this, you'll find a link that goes over in the inbox section and how all that works. But this is just for the dashboard view. And so here of the non-applicant messages, 5 here were replied to. So we have these metrics here, kind of a visual. This is the average reply time of the messages that were replied to. And this is measured in days, hours, and minutes. And then you have an opportunity, which again we'll cover in the inbox section, where you can tag, if you will, you can change the status of a inbox message, again, a non-applicant inbox message, to either be a good message, which basically you're just saying this is a kind of a good conversation. They sent you a message saying, hey, just want to let you know everything was great. And then here we have bad. So you would categorize that as it wasn't a good experience, it was a poor experience, and then none. And so by default, again, which we'll learn more about in the inbox section, they start out as none. So when you receive a inbox message, it's going to have a non-categorized tag to it, if you will. And then you as a user or somebody from your team can go in, and after the conversation has been read, they can go and update this to good or bad. Sort of best practice would be to make sure once a inbox message has been read, it's automatically done by your team to go in and say, yeah, this was a good message, this was not a good message. And then so you should have less of this orange color and more, hopefully, of good or bad going in this direction. And then over here, on the job application, again, these are specific to job postings on Facebook. And so during this period of time, we received 74 applications. Again, these are people that applied to a job posting on Facebook. This was the average reply time. The same feature, if you will, that Facebook allows as far as replying to a inbox message also applies to applications where you are limited to a 24-hour reply time. Now, if the conversation continues, let's just say you reply in the 23-hour mark, and then the applicant messages you back 23 hours later. So you can keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If you do not have access to your actual Facebook page, then the conversation will have ended as far as your access is available here within Linkosaurus. So applications received within 24 hours. So this kind of gives you just sort of a summary of how many are getting commented on or getting replied to. So this would be considered a bad example, meaning of the 74 folks that applied, only 9 were contacted within that 24-hour threshold. You can also use this visual here, just kind of give you a better idea. And just from a visual standpoint, you definitely want to have more purple encompassing this circle. Obviously, the goal would be to have all purple so everybody's getting replied to. And then you have the opportunity of tagging or changing the status of an applicant. As the user, you can go in, and once they've been hired, it's a common best practice to go in and change their status from awaiting, which is the default message because they are awaiting to be given status, to either hired or not hired. Either one of these two, or they're just going to stay here. A best practice would be to train the folks that have access to this once the conversation started and you're either done or not done. You're working this right here, and you're going to have these metrics are going to be updated so you have fewer people awaiting. If you have any questions about this, you can always click help and contact help desk. And again, click the link below this video where we take a bird's eye view and explanation of the inbox feature, which is all this stuff here. And as always, link and soar with us.